Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
What's going on? This is Michael QLAU, and I'm here to bring you a workout straight from the gym. So right before this, I just got off of midnight shift working at one of my side jobs that I'm going to be able to work to be able to get out of debt. So what I'm doing on this machine, this is a leg curl machine. This is a seated leg curl machine. So I'm just working very slowly and controlled, and I actually made a mistake. I was supposed to be doing the leg extension. I did a leg curl, but it's all okay because you're going to see in the next shot that I'm going to be working on the leg extensions. So it's vitally important that you continue to maintain your muscularity throughout life, because after every decade of living, you lose 8% of your body mass. And that's going to be in muscle mass and skeletal density through bone density. So as your muscle increases, your bone density is going to increase. So you can slip and fall, you won't have a problem because you'll be able to bounce back up without any breaks or damages. And that's usually what happens when you get older in age. People go to the hospital because after a slip and a fall, they break something, then they have to get surgery and have to replace their knees and different things of that nature. So strong bones, strong muscles are what's going to improve your quality of life. As I said before, you lose 8% of your muscular mass over the age of 35. That's when it begins to decrease, and your testosterone is also going to go down as a result. But which one drops first? That's like asking, does the chicken or the egg come first? More scientific research is needed. So as you see now, I'm doing leg extensions. It's going to work the quadriceps, or the front part of your thighs, going between your hips and your knee on the front part of your legs. So as you see, I'm going up very quickly, as powerfully as I can, and then slowly coming down. And then now I'm about to jump to the next exercise, which you'll see me do. So the exercise that I was doing before, leg curls, that's going to work on your hamstrings. That's going to be attached to your hips and your knees on the back part of your thigh. So after the leg extension, now I'm going to move into a vertical leg press on the Smith machine. So I'm adjusting the weight. I'm going to do a warm-up set at 360 because this is my first time doing a Mike Mentor workout. I want to make sure that I get my muscles and mind all the way together so that I'm able to fire appropriately. So I'm going down as far as I can go down. As you see, like my lower back slightly comes off the mat, so I need to increase my range of motion. So I'm going to go up in the next set, but for this one, just worry about my knees coming down as far as I can. And then if my hips start to come off of the mat, I go ahead and pause right there and then push back up. So with the Mike Mentor, for this, it's supposed to be one set between 6 to 8 reps. I like to go 9 reps, and then it's going to be like 10-second breaks between each. All right, so here's going to be the working set. I'm going to make some adjustments. I'm going to go ahead and add a 25 onto it.
Okay, so first I had did like this. Then I did like this. And then I had did like this. And then like this. And that got me this. And you should book with me because I can do this. Can you do this? I don't think so.
Okay, so now it's time to get busy. So what you didn't see is went back and I did a leg extensions, and then now I'm going to go back to the vertical leg press on the Smith machine. So getting my toes situated, I'm getting pretty much like between my toes and the mid part of my foot right there. So then when I roll it off the bar, it will be like right at the mid to top part of my toes. So when I'm pushing, I'm really pushing at like the middle part of my foot, so then I can keep pressure on my entire foot and to be able to have more pressure and be able to push up. I really do enjoy doing a vertical leg press more so than doing like the leg press on the machines, just because you have more back support and you're able to get more depth in your squat, or your leg press, I should say. So I did about 8 reps right there, and then I'm going to do a 10-second break, and then I'm going to go right back into it. So using this time to cool off, get my mind back right, and then go ahead and go right back into it. And the reason why you see me like stop and start the recording again is because I do upload some of these things onto my Instagram, which is Michael QLAU. I'm on all platforms, including TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. So this is going to be the second part of the set. This is going to be like it's not even a drop set, it's just a continual overload of the muscle. So instead of doing 5 sets and you're taking like a 1.5 minute break, you're just going to do all 5 sets back to back to back to back to back. All right, so I did 6 reps on to that one. I'm going to see if I made an adjustment on the weight, because in my notes that I did, well, apparently I did not change the weights. I still kept the 410 that's on there. As you can see in the mirror, I still had the 25 right there. So I'm about to go ahead and get into the next drops. An intraset break, because when you do an intraset, you're keeping the same weight. However, you're only resting for between 10 and 120 seconds. Or it can be more depending on what you want to do. But for me, it's going to be 10 seconds when I'm doing a Mike Mentzer workout. So this is actually rep number 5, intraset number 5. In the first one, that was not a warm-up. That was actually one of the first sets. I just added more weight. Actually, I dropped weight. I actually had 500 on, and then I took 45 off, and I added on 25. So I just wanted to clarify that part, because there was a lot of weight. All right, so I'm doing 6 reps right here, and I have I have none left in me. And as you see, I am done. I am exhausted. My legs were like really on fire. I really felt all the blood into my legs, and at this point I just wanted to go ahead and end my workout, as you see right here, hand down, man down. But for that rep that I did, for the last sets that I did 500 at 8, 360 at 6, 410 at 6, then again at 6, and then I finished off at 6. So next I'm going to move the squats. I wanted to move into an actual free range squat rack. However, 2 of them were being used. I'll let you listen in on the audio, because you also hear other people put it in work in the gym. It was this guy that I knew from back in this old YMCA that I used to work out at, but that one's closed now, but it's going to reopen in like a couple of months. But it's him and his girlfriend, which are working out. He's actually the basketball coach for a local girls basketball squad. So it was fun before the pandemic being able to see his players come out and working out with him as well. So as you see on here, I have on 270 pounds. I do not count the bar because the bar is light. So I'm going as deeply as I can go. Up, then 270. I did 9 reps of that. I'm going to go ahead and do my rest and then come right back into it. Between 10 and 20 seconds is the most that I do. Going to get re-engaged and get my feet squared up. Now I'm just going to drop down. Then I'm going to power through my heels. So I'm going to keep all the weight on my heels and then forcefully come back up. Usually I do this without shoes, but usually between sets I like to set up and get the next one going. So on this one I didn't take off my shoes, and you see me looking for my sheet of paper. I'm just going to write down that I did 6 reps right here. Take a little bit of a breather, and then I'm going to come right back into it. So what I like to do is I do the first set, I like to go ahead and write down what I did, and then the second and third intraset, just go ahead and rep it out. So it's probably about like a 15-second break. I went ahead and put my hood up, wrap my ponytail around the bar, and get right back in position. And we're going to go ahead and go right back at it again. So as you see, there's not much rest in between the sets. So you're working out maximum effort. So it's high intensity training. That's what the Mike Mentzer workout is all about. It's a way that you get more reps in with less amount of time. So you're able to increase the blood flow and increase the intensity and increase the power in your body. So I did 4 reps right there. Went to the drawing board again, went ahead and wrote that down. And then go ahead and mentally get ready for the next rep, for the next intraset. And from the previous workout that I was doing, or when I was doing vertical leg press, I mentioned I was doing drop sets that was not true. A drop set is when you drop the weight and you do the same exercise. So you can do drop weight if you so choose to. But for me, I'm just going to be doing the same amount of weight. The only thing that I'm doing is I'm giving myself a 10-second break and then going right back into it. So I may not be able to do as many reps, but that is fine because I am pushing out as much energy as I can possibly do. So that was intraset number 4. I did 4 reps And then I have one more coming up. As you see, I'm really feeling this. I'm looking around, questioning life, looking down at the ground, trying to figure out how I can escape this. But then I muster up the courage and I get bold enough to go back into it because I realized that I just have one more. So I go ahead and put my hood up one more time, wrap the ponytail around the bar, and go ahead and get right back under. Because when you get under the bar, you may feel the pain temporarily, but the pain of not getting under the bar is the worst pain that you can feel. So you get back under, you go and rep out, muster up one set, get some more courage, and go down for another. Realize you can do two. And then because this is the last set, just go ahead and do a negative, just hold it as best as you can, and then you just got two. So you just go ahead and sit down, question life, question what everything that you've been through. And this is the first time I've been doing this Mike Mentor, so I'm really feeling the effects of it. So just questioning life, just relaxing, just getting my legs back under proper working conditions. And good thing about it is you got this bar right here. You can just pull up, use your upper body, and use that strength to muscle up to get to your next set. And the beautiful thing about this is that this is actually the last leg exercise I'm gonna do. I went ahead and took off my weight belt. I like to put my weight belt underneath, so then I can make sure that my core muscles are, not flopping around. They're nice and tight, and I actually don't have to engage my core muscles in order to lift up the weights, because anytime that you are standing up, you're going to engage your core muscles, which are going to include your abdominal muscles, obliques, erector spinae, and your glutes. So all those taken together are going to make up your core muscles. So anytime that you're doing a squat, you're going to have to brace them. So that's why it's very important to do standing exercises. All right, next we're going to move into the calf raises. I'm doing donkey calf raises. So you see the setup that I have still on the Smith machine. So all of these leg exercises are going to be on the Smith machine. So what I did is I got a elevation platform, so you can use plates, but what I'm using is, I don't even know what this is called, like the calf raise block. And then I have a bench. I put that bench around like 45 degrees, and then I just set it up so then I'm able to get my hips underneath the bar. As you see, I am not using any kind of padding. I'm used to not using the padding, but if you need to use the padding, go ahead and do that. You can also use a jacket. So for this, in this exercise, it's actually 2 sets at 6 to 8 reps. In that first set, I was able to get 8, and then this time, as you see, I'm taking off all my clothes because by this time I am very hot. So it was a winter time during this time, but also during like the summertime, I like to work out with legs with like a full, sweatsuit, a pump cover or a hoodie, something to keep the insulated heat on your top body. And then when it's leg days, put on like a pair of pants. So even during the summertime when it's like 100 degrees, I always wear a full pump cover. So then by the time that I got a nice pump, got a nice sweat, I can get right back into it. And then it makes a great transition into the wintertime because I'm actually keeping the same routine year round. So nothing changes, just the seasons. I'm going to stay motivated throughout. Are you tired of being tired, of not having enough energy to last you throughout the day? Are you one at work, too drained to go to the gym, or too sluggish to play with your kids, and too tired to hang out with your friends and your family? Don't worry, you're not the only one. In fact, 1 in 3 Americans struggle with having enough energy to last throughout the day. But there's good news, because you can change all that by focusing on your gut health. Did you know that your gut has good and bad microbiomes that grow inside of it? And the more that you feed the good, the healthier and livelier that you feel. When you feed the bad ones over time, you start to feel bad, then sad, and it turns into a fad that you feel like you can't escape. And it becomes your personality, aka your personal reality, and you feel like you cannot escape it, and you accept life as it is, and that it won't change. But that's where you're wrong. You just have to be able to shift your focus. See, most people fall into the trap of the SAD diet, or the standard American diet, which focuses on fast food, which is cheap and high in calories, rather than nature's fast food, which are fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts, and legumes that help nourish your body so then you can flourish. It's also no mistake that 90% of Americans do not eat enough fruits and vegetables according to the daily recommendations, and that's only 5 servings a day. What if I told you you can have the equivalent of 6 superfood salads all in one that's all natural, organic, whole foods? Yes, natural, organic, whole foods. And you can make and consume it in under a minute, and it only costs $4 a day. So there's no excuse that you need to shop, chop, and cook your foods because it's delivered at your front door. If this sounds good to you, check the description down below and schedule a 15-minute complimentary call so that you can see how this can be a fit into your lifestyle. So you can change your personal reality and increase your energy, mood, digestion, sleep, and skin, all by focusing on your gut health, which is the cause to all your symptoms. Don't believe me? Just Google gut health blank and you'll find plenty of research articles that find a connection. Back to the video. You always want to be able to have more influence over your environment. You want the energy to be inside of you and to use that momentum to overcome anything that's outside of you. Right here, you see that I have, how many weights does it look at? 90, 140, 160 up. And I'm going to be doing 8 reps on the second set, on the first set of the intraset. So that's 10 right there. I'm going to go ahead and do a mini break. Probably going to adjust this weight by the looks of it by me going to the side. Apparently I went up in weight. So I went from 160, I'm going up to 170. So this is going to be a longer than a 10-second break. More than likely it's going to be like a 25-second break because I got to go back and forth and get the right current weight. So I'm just going to go ahead and get set up, get my toes in position, and now I'm going to slide my hips underneath. And then I am going to net roll the machine. So I'm just staying in between, and I'll see if I can do a close-up so you can see what that looks like. All right, I lied, you won't be able to see it, but basically the handle is caught in between the two levers, so it's not going above and it's not going below. I'll actually drop in another video that I did on today to where how I showed you how to be able to use it with your hand. I'll do it right after this set, so just stay tuned. It's going to be the workout that I actually did on today. So you actually see me wearing all white except for the jacket, but we'll see because I may just put my all white in there. But about to go ahead and go into either set number 3 or 4. And as you see, I have changed the weight again. So now I'm at 180. So I'm just continuously, upping the weight as I'm feeling more and more comfortable. And these are donkey calf raises. So I believe that that's 5 right there. Push out number 6. Now just go ahead and drop the weight right there. And then I got 1 more to go, 10-second break. And then, so now I'm getting my toes underneath, about to get my hips underneath. And then when you do this, you want to be able to stretch out your calf muscle on the bottom. So you want to hold it for like 2 or 3 seconds and then pop back up for like 1. Boom. So 1, 2, back up, pop, and just keep it going. So you really want to be able to get that stretch so you can stretch your gastrocnemius muscle. That's going to be the part of the calf muscle that wraps around the front part of your muscle. And doing my research, my due diligence, I realized that the donkey calf raises were going to be one of the calf exercises that receive like the most growth as a result of being in the bent over position with your legs straight. So you could do it on a leg press machine. However, you're going to be able to isolate the calf a little bit more by having the weight in that position where it's on your hip and you're going straight up. So now I'm going to move to standing calf raises. Now you can do a variety. You can do sitting calf raises as well, but according to my research that I've been doing, these 2 calf raise exercises are going to be one of the top 2 exercises that you can do. So because I'm only doing 2 calf raises, I just want to put in number 1 and number 2, and these are toe presses. So the only thing that I did was I slid out that incline bench that I just slid out, and then for the toe presses on the Smith machine, we're just going to be doing 1 set of 6 to 8 repetitions, and then it's going to be 5 intrasets. So that's rep range number 1. I did 9 reps, and I did it at 90 pounds. So I'm just going to go ahead and push off another one. And for the rest, it should be between 8 and 9. The numbers really don't matter. It's all about how much that you're able to perform. If you ever need to be able to drop the weight, go ahead and drop the weight. If you don't get a good clean 9, just go to cut off, stop counting when you get to where you have to cheat or do your reps. So you want clean reps only when you're doing a Mike Mentzer high intensity training workout. And the reason why I'm doing this workout is because I want to be able to still keep part of my gains, or I want to be able to maintain my gains while working out less. So the Mike Mentor is going to focus on high intensity, and it's going to also focus on more recovery. So because I am working pretty much 5 days a week times 2, because I have 2 full-time jobs, I need to be able to condense as much time as possible and have the same amount of effectiveness. So time of attention is going to be very key, and there's going to be a lot of tension because there's going to be a lot of time, and there's going to be less time but more attention. So although this workout lasted me a full like 63 minutes, I was able to get in the same amount of work that I was able to get in like in a 90-minute workout that I usually do. So it's just one thing that you have to be able to put into your life so you can still maintain a healthy lifestyle, even though you're building yourself into wealth. Because wealth without health is nothing. Because if you die, if you are given like an opportunity to have, if somebody told you that they'll give you $1 million, but you'll have to die the next day, would you want that deal? Probably not. So although that you have the money, if you don't have your health, it doesn't mean much. So we know that your health is going to be infinitely more important than your wealth. But when it comes to living, you also want to be able to have the ability to increase your quality of life. And your quality of life is going to come through your health. The way that you're able to get up, get down, as I was saying earlier in the video, if you slip and fall, not breaking bones, so you're able to bounce right back up and keep going without having to go to the hospital, spend money on medical bills. If you spend all your time and energy building your wealth and that investing in your health, one is going to outweigh the other one. So if you increase your health, you're going to be able to increase your quality of life, and then you'll be able to get up, you'll be mobile, you'll be agile and able to do anything that you want to do. But if you don't have the money resources to go to the different places that you want to be able to go, it won't mean much. So one of the good quotes that I heard is the ability to do what you want, when you want, with whomever you want is true freedom. And that's what my ultimate goal is on this Infinite Fit journey and building wealth and health. And as you see, I'm clocking out around 63 minutes. That's my total time. So in all, I was able to burn 584 active calories. That was during the workout, and then 695 total calories, which is a cumulative metabolism. But wait, there's more. As promised, this is how you get the bar off the safety hook and the safety bars. So all I did is I took one hand off, put my hand on the bar, and then I just rolled it off the hook, and I went ahead and got into my set. To learn more information about Purium and the family of products, check out the description down below to set up a 15-minute complimentary call, and you can also check out the website. You're just one click away for a better life. Your health is too important to continue to push it off. Go ahead and check out the website and see if a product fits you. So with the Mike Mentor workout, the high intensity training, you're able to work out every other day. So once in every 3 days, I should say. So I made a mistake and I didn't work out on the 3rd day. I actually waited until the 6th day because something came up on the 3rd day. So I actually did legs, as you see on this video, and I followed it up with chest. And then the following week, I have been on it. So try, test, and tweak until you get a beat. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can get the next episode for the Teachers After Dark podcast. As always, thank you for tapping in and never tapping out for another episode of the Teachers After Dark podcast. And as always, you all stay infinitely fit and infinitely blessed.